Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Crazy Talk podcast with your favorite people. It's
Uh,
always random. But I'm here, and down here, I don't know where it is on your guys' screen, but down here we have it's
Oh, that's me?
no, it's yours.
Oh,
Who do we have?
oh shit.
Reggie.
What up?
We got Reggie, and over to my left, we have a special guest. Absolute, uh, unit of a
Man, I'm just
soul.
I'm just a mixed bag of
You're a
diagnosis,
mix.
man. You
Yeah,
know, we my name is Quinn,
we got Quinn here, who apparently I heard is
Okay.
a aspiring stand-up comedian. I want to hear about that to start out. Let's hear it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. Shit. I mean, what do you want to hear? Like how I got into it
Yeah,
or
how'd you
what
get
I've been
into
doing
it?
to kind of pursue it?
All of it.
All right, man. So when I was about like grade 5 or grade 6, my dad was watching this like Bill Burr stand-up special on Netflix.
Hmm.
And dude, I don't know what it was. Maybe just seeing like a redhead, angry guy jump around stage, talk about taking over the world, but kind of like sparked a little thing in me. And from there, I just kind of delved down like just the slopes of stand-up comedy. You know, like it started off with mostly like big names like Chris Rock, Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, and then it slowly got like deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole to the point where now the only comedy that makes me laugh is like Joey Diaz. And
Oh,
I mean, you got to put respect on that man's name,
yes.
like the best of all time. And I started like writing jokes and stuff. Mostly like grade 9 was when it really started kind of coming together because like I was able to say increasingly messed up things in class. And I had this one there's this one special ed teacher, Miss Paul, right?
Hmm.
Actually, probably shouldn't say her name. We'll call her here. We'll be like the blonde chick. And the special ed
That's
teacher,
pretty good.
yeah, the special ed teacher, she overheard me say a joke, and she was like pretty good looking. So I would continuously find more and more messed up jokes to tell her just to get reactions out of her.
There you
Stuff like
go.
Jimmy Carr's AIDS joke about the mosquito nets. Have you guys ever heard that?
No,
Okay,
I
so
can't
it's like,
say I have.
I've heard
all
it, but I
right, all
forget
right,
it.
yeah. So it goes. Recently I decided to do some charity. I bought a whole bunch of mosquito nets to Africa to send to Africa to keep those poor mosquitoes from contracting AIDS. And solid joke, love that. And the reaction I got out of her after saying that kind of made me realize, oh, this shit is fucking awesome. So throughout the years, during high school and stuff, I would do increasingly more messed up stuff just to get stories,
Hmm.
right? Like one of my favorite ones, this one I tell all the time, was when I got chased through downtown Peterborough by a pimp. Um,
Oh.
I have witnesses to the story, and I'd love to tell you guys the story in a little bit
Please.
after
Yeah,
I.
no.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I've got multiple different iterations of it written here. Like Fear and Loathing in Joey's Basement is probably one of my better stories that I've told. Got a whole bunch of reactions out of that. If you guys know the movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, solid
Yep.
movie. Um, but shit, So I Tom Segura. This was another thing I wanted to bring up. I bought this book around that time it first came out. I pre-ordered it, reposted on my story, and I messaged Tom prior to that. I just sent him like a stupid meme or whatever, but he reposted me on his Instagram story.
Hey.
And so I got into kind of like a conversation with him. I texted him. I was like, "Dude, thank you so much for posting me on your story. I can't wait to read your book, whatever." And he's like, "Oh hell, yeah. One sec. Let me actually read it out to you guys. This is top tier. I don't know if you guys can still see
Nice.
me right now.
Your camera turned off.
Yeah, I'm just hopping onto
Oh,
Instagram real quick. It'll
Okay.
take
okay.
me 2 seconds to get the. All right.
I'm enjoying
So
this
he
delve
reposted
into
me.
your history. This is great.
Hey man,
Yeah.
you know what? This is my first podcast appearance, and I want to give it all out right now.
That's how you
Um,
do
Yeah,
it.
no, minus
hell
exactly.
yeah,
That's what
man.
you gotta do, man.
Yeah, so I text him like, "Hey, I just finished your book. That was dope. I'm gonna see you at Toronto at the Meridian Hall, and I have a book I've written. I'd like you to sign it, whatever." He goes, "Thanks for getting and reading it. Yes, happy to read it." Now I get to Meridian Hall and all that, and text him, and I'm like, "Tom, I'm at Meridian Hall. You're like, Like, are you doing a meet and greet? Whatever. Nothing happens. I'm like, oh shit. So me and my girlfriend, we get back in my car after the show, and first song she puts on is "Stand" by Eminem. If you guys have heard that song, it's
Banger.
it's about him. Oh, it's a fucking banger.
It is.
But it's about Stan being obsessed with Eminem, and I thought that shit was hilarious. But yeah, like I kind of went on a tangent there. But I was calling around clubs and stuff when I was in high school, leading up to even now. Um, but now there's this club I go to called Absolute Comedy in Ottawa. I know a couple of the promoters there. It's been a trip, man, and hopefully getting better at it. I know I'm super anxious to get on stage.
As
Normally, like
in
got to
would
rub
be.
one out beforehand.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
But yeah, so like that's it. Let me know some more about you guys too. Like what is your guys' thing?
About us? I don't know if you want to go down there.
Dude, I don't know
Dude,
if that's legal or not, man.
You're gonna contract the PTSD I have. Fuck.
I mean, shit, dude.
Um,
I'd love to get into it, man.
where do we
Call
even
me a fucking
begin?
Navy SEAL.
This is okay. Before we do that, I just want to say, dude, I can see you going places. This just you
For sure, though.
like, and I barely know anything. Just you taking charge of the conversation like that. You seem to have confidence. Obviously, you get on stage, you're gonna be shitting yourself as anyone would. But I'm sure you'll
Yeah.
come back. I'm sure you'll bite it in the ass. You'll be good.
Hey man, I
Yes.
don't bite ass, I lick it.
Got him. Oh, I'm sorry.
Got him.
I
Shit.
feel retarded now, but no, you'll definitely go places though, man.
Hey, let's hope
Definitely.
so.
And
Let's hope so,
I
man.
think the thing you're trying to do, trying to meet people who are already in, is a extremely intelligent move.
Really, yes, 1,000 IQ play, man.
I mean, shit, that's the only way you can really grow, right? Like, I got like my buddy Josh. I was telling you guys about him. He's aspiring to be like a full blown rapper, and so he wasn't doing much, right? Like he was making music by himself, wasn't promoting it, wasn't talking to anybody about getting it promoted. And we went to Rolling Loud, and up until this point, I've only heard 1 or 2 songs by him. Him and I shared the hotel room at Rolling Loud, and he just starts playing his stuff. We get back, it's like 1 a.m. We're all like tired, half baked, just like done from a day of like just raving.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts on this one song, and it's like just an easy little drum beat, like a just a very simple kind of beat, and it's him over it. And the way his voice overpowered the track and just made it seem like, oh shit, he's like owning this thing. I wanted to get in on the ground floor. Like if he was going to be successful, I wanted to be at the very fucking beginning of it, Like I don't care if he dips off in the future. But
it's like how college. There's a rule that college girls have to sleep with as many guys as possible because if one of them becomes famous, then you can say, "Hey,
dude,
true.
that is
that
me,
guy."
man. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm a clout slut. You know what I mean? Like me and my boy Tim back here, we like powerful people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, no, he was blown up on TikTok too, and so now it's basically just getting an album set up for him. He's going to be coming back for his reading week. We're going to record a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to help him go through what's good, what's bad. Going to get a whole bunch of other inputs, and if you guys want to hear some of the music before it's released, I'd love to send you guys some samples. Like, it depends on what you guys
I'm always
listen to.
open ear. I listen to like everything pretty much except country, so like I'd be all open ears to like listen to some of it.
Like, do you listen to like Snot, Suicide Boys, stuff like that?
Love Snot, love Suicide Boys.
Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of the stuff he's been going after.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, man, like once we get more mastering over the vocals, it's gonna sound really good.
Okay, bet. All right.
Yeah, man.
That's fine.
It'd be great. Plus, it's nice to have an extra little audience to any criticisms or anything like that.
Exactly, man.
Yes,
We're getting this
That's what it's
down
all
pat.
about,
We're
dude.
talking business.
Of course,
yes,
man.
sir.
That's all I'm about is fucking business.
The business
podcast,
man.
Got my lotion right
there you
here.
Go. There you
and
go.
Voltaren for afterwards. We are ready.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to hear. Good man.
Fuck yeah, man.
That's awesome. So, all right, RJ, do you want to get into our life stories or anything like that?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Dude, I don't even know where to begin, man. Like stories about like me and Colin, I guess. Fuck, man. Dude,
I'm
Colin,
just playing the power forward.
you might want to take the lead on this one, man, because I actually can't like think of anything.
Where were you born? Start from the beginning.
Born in Peterborough. Yeah, for real.
Were you actually
Dang
born in
it.
Peterborough?
Yeah, I was. Where do you think I was born?
God
Like,
help you. So I didn't know that. I don't know why. I
yeah,
thought it
no,
was somewhere else. I don't know why.
I didn't, you could have thought it, maybe like Ukraine or something. 'Cause I'm part
No,
Ukrainian,
I didn't
but
think you were born in Ukraine. I just thought it was a different city or something.
no,
He was fighting
Peterborough.
for his life the second he popped out.
Real, I'm from the Russians ever since I came out, man.
Dude.
Born,
No, Mister, please.
no, damn, dude. I mean, fuck. I got some good stories, man. Should I tell the story about the when I was living with Chase in like the bathroom? That's a good story.
The
Man,
bathroom?
you know it, Colin. With like
I'll know when
all
you
with
say it.
all.
Oh, go ahead. This
All
isn't
right,
really a
so
life story, but it's a story,
that's a good
so
story though.
Hey,
It's
man.
fucking gross, but
Crazy talk for a reason.
there you
no,
go.
exactly, man. So I was living with a friend, and he told me that the story. Well, I guess, dude, it's disgusting. So I lived with a friend and his mom, and dude, his mom he was quite a weird boyfriend, and 2 in the morning or something, dude was making so much noise. Came out of the bathroom. My buddy, went in the bathroom, and dude, round shit all over the walls and stuff, and obviously it's shit, and I'm like disgust. And we asked, well, his mom. It's like, dude, what the hell just happened in there? And mom's like, oh, don't worry, it's just chocolate. It's like, bro, what? You can't play it off as chocolate. We know, they will know that is like
We know the
dog shit.
truth.
I not dog, but human feces.
It's like it's always sunny with Charlie. It's like Pepe Sylvia spilled all over the walls.
Dude, basically, man, dude, it was
I don't know
nasty.
how
Just
she
a
tried to
full
play it off.
schizophrenic episode.
Dude, life
Jeez.
stories though, man.
Oh my goodness.
I know I don't even know where to begin, man. I've been through so much fucking shit. Colin, you can go, man, while I start brainstorming here.
Yeah, because I think throughout the podcast, throughout our 20-something episodes, we just tell stories, but we never really did a full introduction like that. So I guess if I had to make my own, like I'm being interviewed
No.
or we're on the casting, well, if I was on the casting couch, that'd be a different story. People.
Completely different story, man.
Completely different story. Those casting couches are wild, but I guess if I had to make my own little mini interview as a challenge, I would say, um, I was. Oh, actually, I don't even have to do it. You know why? Because I just remembered my name on the Urban Dictionary explains it perfectly.
Honestly, same with my name. I kind of.
Let me find this up.
I'm gonna be real. I don't even know what mine says.
Here, I'll get that for you.
Oh, bet, dude. We'll see how accurate it is.
Mine is like 100% accurate, man.
Yeah,
I'm
yours is
gonna
pretty
try to
good.
be like an Australian. What the fuck? Astrology girl and just base my entire life off of it. Like, yeah, on
Honestly,
Urban
that's what
Dictionary,
we've
my
done.
name.
So.
Yeah.
All right. So, Colin. Some refer to as Colin, but most people call him the protector of the universe. Legends have it that he could beat the great Zeus in an arm wrestle without even breaking a sweat. He is the one who banished the Titans, and some even say his best friends are Jesus Christ and Chuck Norris. If you run into this man, thank him for banishing evil demons from this planet and vanquishing all evil from your land. He is one man you don't want to mess with. So I'd say that's pretty accurate. I remember that a while ago. Zeus, he just couldn't handle me. He was even the type of guy to grab the other side of the table while doing the arm
What's this,
wrestle.
man?
Nah, Couldn't do it. Little goober.
Fucking
bro.
pussy move, man.
Urban Dictionary really be stroking people's ego.
Yeah.
For real, though. For real.
Shit.
Well, when I look up RJ, the only thing that comes up is abbreviation for rim job. So we're gonna leave it at that. That's pretty accurate. I'd say that's pretty good.
Hey man, those late night at Connors, those were times.
That shit got wild, man. So, all I had to say.
All right.
Hold up, do you remember watching those ads that would like pop up late at night? And it'd be like the call girls and everything. It'd be like a chick in pink lingerie sitting on the bed. It's just
Yeah.
like, call this number
Yes,
if
yes,
you're
yes.
really
Dude.
bored and lonely.
All the fucking time, man.
Why didn't we call those numbers, man?
Dude, that was a missed opportunity. But honestly, if I had to guess, though, man, it's probably 'cause his parents were kind of strict.
Well, don't you have to pay for them too?
I mean,
I'm pretty sure you do.
oh yeah.
I don't know why.
I think we
Yeah.
were broke at the time, so.
Yeah, I don't think any
Yeah.
12-year-olds or even younger than that got any cash on them. So to finish off,
You
this
also need
little-
like a credit card.
Yeah, I know. How much? I want to know how much they are. How sad are people to? Because they're still going. Those are still a thing. So they're clearly working. So some sad bastards are paying in to talk to some girls. I bet they turn into therapists more than they do like anything else. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's $2.50 a minute.
Oh, $2.50 a minute.
Don't ask me how I know.
Oh,
No, I
man.
Alrighty. The last one was when I look up Quinn here. Someone who wants to fucking die after reading all of these posts about people named Quinn. I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty accurate, honestly.
that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. All right.
RJ,
$2.50.
I got a question
Yeah.
for you, man.
Yeah.
I went looking for this today to see if you'd remember it. You remember this thing?
Dude, yeah? You still have that?
Dude, it's just been sitting in my desk.
I mean, hold on. I actually.
He's got his own version now.
Oh,
I
shit,
saw
bro.
it.
Bro, it's just got throwing knives on deck.
CSGO skin.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I don't know, man.
And yours is Damascus, though, I think.
Yeah. It's more like oil some. I don't know. Like
Oh, yeah, that is clean. I'm still shocked you have that thing, man.
dude, I haven't touched this thing in forever. I was on the phone with a friend last night just cleaning up around my room. And I'm like, yo, I haven't opened this drawer in forever. And I open it, and of course there's like, dab carts, random shit like that. But I'm like, what's under here? And I'm like, oh shit. It's still in the case too. I got
Damn,
so
that's
much like
crazy.
I got a Pokeball shift knob up in this thing. Like I got I don't know, man.
You'd be surprised what you'll find
No,
just looking in a drawer after a few years.
Dude, for real, man.
Every time.
I think I
Yeah,
might have
man.
a couple kids in my drawers, man.
I am so happy I got rid of my toenail collection.
Yeah,
That was a weird phase.
Toenail collection?
Horrible joke.
Yeah, there was some RJ's in it too, man. It was a little weird.
Hey, that's what I'm
I
talking about.
labeled them with a Sharpie.
There you go.
You know, that's dedication, though, man. I appreciate that.
Reminds me of the guy. Reminds me of that TLC guy.
Shit.
He's like a virgin in his 30s, and he keeps a jar of his belly button lint. I mean,
The dude with the blue shirt.
there
The
you
blue
go.
shirt, dude.
Yeah.
And it's got like his mom made the shirt. It's like I'm a nice guy or something like that on it.
Something like that. It's got like
Dude,
an
that
arrow
was
pointing
that
away
was
to my
wild.
mom.
Dude, that was-
Yeah, a bunch of those.
Dude, yeah, no,
You'd think. I feel bad for that guy.
that
I
guy
think
was
after
insane. I don't know how.
all the effort, he'd be able to find somebody, anybody, because he's been trying. He's been grinding.
And
He's
That's
been
some-
hard.
true, man.
I think
Some people aren't meant for other people, and he's
Yes.
definitely one.
Yeah, I think he needs to get rid of the lint jar and his. 'Cause a weird thing he had. Every girl he talked to, he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, this is my mother." He'd carry her around with her everywhere. Just
Yeah.
because I because he was complaining. I need my girlfriend to really have a good relationship with my mom, but I don't think it necessarily means you got to bring her on the first date. I don't know about you guys, but
No.
I don't think that would work.
Yeah, no, that scares away the hose, and you don't want to do that,
Yeah.
you know.
Can't
For
Now,
real, man.
mom,
speaking
For
of
real.
bring
hose,
away the hose. Come on.
all right, I got a question for you guys.
Oh
Have you ever had a
goodness.
real conversation with a hooker?
With a hooker?
Nah, honestly,
Um,
I wish, man.
you wish?
Bethune Street kind of goes crazy, dude. I
That's
want
what
to
I'm
get some
saying.
real life stories, man.
Well, so I got a friend Joey, right? And for some reason, he's really obsessed with prostitutes downtown.
Please don't tell me downtown Peterborough.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Poor guy.
Now, it's not like a weird obsession. It's just like Buddy wants to
Jake.
talk to him. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So one night we're in my buddy Evan's car. We're driving around, and Joey's like, "Let's go talk to some prostitutes." And we're all like, "Nah, man, that's weird. Like, we can't be doing that." And Evan's like, "I'm driving down there. Whatever." Joey convinces all of us, and we drive down there. We're like, "You have to talk to him. Like, you're either getting out of the car or whatever." So we pull up, and this chick's got cat ears and 3 teeth.
Quite the
And Joey
combo.
rolls down the window, and he goes, you shouldn't be smoking. That's bad for you. And she goes, yeah, I know it's a bad habit. Just not having it. So Joey's just like sitting there. He goes, yep, yep, yep. Super awkward. They're just kind of like staring at each other. She goes, so what do you want? He goes, I don't know. How much is it going to cost? $40. He's like, oh, 40
Cheap.
$40, really? And she's like, yep. And he goes, well, the woman up the street, she's doing it for 60. And she goes, well, good for her, $40. So he knew he wasn't going anywhere with this. So we pull around, we drive back up the street, and there's this other girl there. Joey says the exact same thing to her. Now, when he says this to her, there's this big black truck right behind us, and it turns on its lights. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here, right? We're getting high beamed right through the back window, and this woman acting super sketchy taps the car, walks away. Like, what the fuck was that? So we drive down the street a little bit. We take a right onto Elmer, and this truck is right on her ass. So the whole way through up Elmer Street, this truck is right on her ass. Evan makes a right turn, follows him. Makes a left turn, follows him. Makes a right turn, follows him up until no frills downtown. That
Yes.
intersection right there.
Mm-hmm.
We just go flying right through it. Turns yellow, truck stops behind us, and we literally drive all the way up to Lakefield because we're shitting our pants because this pimp was chasing us. Next day, I come back into class, and my math teacher asked me, what'd you do? Like, what'd you do last night? I always had stories for her. And I go, I got chased by a pimp. And then, I told her the tale and all that. And she goes, you do realize, like, that's run by Hell's Angels. Like, you could have gotten in so much shit. I'm like,
What?
yeah. So, yeah, we got chased by some Hell's Angels. That's one of my biggest flexes. Good time.
That is a flex and a half, though. I will admit.
Not
And
bad.
moral of the story, you got $40, you can have 5 minutes of fun.
Yeah.
No, that's a steal of a price. I'd say.
I think that's a
That's what I'm
bit too
saying.
cheap. I mean, it explains the 3 teeth.
That's a crazy fucking story.
Yeah, no, she was a handsome woman.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine.
Little mannish.
It's so
It's
sad.
bad to say woman's handsome. Like, she's fucking bad, man.
It's so sad when a guy gets that desperate to go down there. He's like, you gotta. There's no way any
Hey,
of them
speak for
aren't
yourself.
like. Well, in my opinion, there's no way those guys aren't at least blasted beforehand. Because how do you go? Like, how do you go up to that with 3 teeth and cat ears and be like, yeah, I'm gonna spend money
Yeah.
on this.
You coming home with me tonight?
Yeah, I don't.
Me to every woman I see.
Me when
Whether you
personality
like it
6
or not.
comes in.
Exactly. I still consent at the window.
Yeah,
So.
pick him up on my shoulder.
Oh my god.
Um. What the hell? Oh yeah, we were gonna. Me and
Dude, I wish
RJ
we had
here.
a story to top that, man.
Me and RJ here. Well, speaking, I got a story
What's
right
up?
now. Me and RJ were
Let's hear
gonna
it.
Okay.
make a documentary on Bethune Street. You remember that?
We were, man. We were.
Dude,
We still need to finish it, man. We got the introduction filmed, and that's it.
dude, I'm down to help.
That us?
Yeah, deadass. Do y'all got like
Dude.
cars or whatever? Because like if you
Mhm.
want, I'll drive. We'll do the whole thing. I'll do some on the street stuff, like Danny Mullen type of stuff. You guys join in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like I'm down.
our whole ordeal with it. Again, we got the introduction, and I think we talked to a few people, but I mean, well,
Nothing out of line.
well, we
Dude,
talked
okay.
to one guy. Do you
When-
remember that? Do you remember that? When we were crossing the road, and that one homeless guy who just
Dude, I don't even think he was homeless. He was just on something, man. Like, he was just walking by, kind of like shaking and stuff, and we're like, "Oh, good day," and he just like looked, continued to
And not to
walk
mention,
off, dude. It's like, what the fuck?
he had his mouth wide open like a ghoul. He looked like he was about to do something. Yeah, exactly. You got it.
Man, I'm telling you guys, downtown Peterborough is like just a trip and a half. Like
Yeah,
going down
there's
there
some
for,
gold in
like,
Peterborough, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not
oh my
gonna
God,
lie.
past like 10:30 at night, it is a war zone. It's like you're walking through Detroit. Like I was walking down George Street with a couple friends after a football game, and we're going to get El Caminos, and this homeless dude, he's doing like a full sprint like this down the street, arms waving and all that, barefoot, and it's freezing out. He kicks this can and just screams at the top of his lungs at this car that's coming by, and then fucking disappears. It was literally like this. Like we turn around, he was not to be seen. I don't know if he like.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. This dude had like mystical powers, and like bro just disappeared into thin
But
air.
he slipped in the sewage, or not? What the hell do you call it when you open up the manhole?
Storm drain.
Storm
Dude,
drain.
I got some storm drain stories, dude.
Storm drain stories
RJ.
specifically. That's interesting.
Were you with Connor and I when we climbed through like the sewers?
What? Dude, I wish.
Okay. Well, oh my god, how old were we? I think Connor was in grade 6 and I was in like grade 7 or something like that.
Oh, this is
And-
a while ago then. God
Oh,
damn.
yeah. You know the river near my house?
Yes.
So off to the side of it, there's like this storm drain. And it's got these big, thick metal bars, but you can squeeze through when you're only like 90 pounds. So Connor and I squeezed our way through, and we had like these little handheld lights, and I think Connor had a lighter or something. So we literally walked through this thing. Like, I don't even know where we ended up. Like, we walked for like half an hour just walking through this thing until we hit like a big patch of like just water and probably shit. It was starting to smell really bad. It was the middle of summer.
Probably was shit then.
I mean,
Honestly,
I wouldn't be
probably.
surprised.
So we just kind of like turned our asses back. But like,
Mhm.
Connor and I had so many stupid stories of like stuff we did. Like, you know the bridge near our place?
Yes.
So it was under construction for like 3 years. And Connor and I climbed up through the scaffolding and stuff, and we were hiding right under the bridge. And we were up there for maybe like 5 minutes, and we hear these car tires pulling across the gravel, and then a door close. So Connor and I
Oh,
were freaking
Jesus
out. We
Christ.
ducked down, and you know, Connor doesn't have like a grasp of severity in situations.
No, he really doesn't. Still
Yeah,
doesn't.
So he stands up and he's going like this. He's doing this right on like the ledge of this scaffolding, looking down at this guy. And I'm like, Connor, get down. And he just kind of slumps himself down and he's kind of like giggling. He's like, I'm going to do it again. I'm doing it again. And this guy comes up. He's got an orange safety vest on, like white hat. You know, Buddy is clearly here for a reason. He's walking around. And this is summer too. So like it's 8 o'clock at night, but still kind of light out. And Buddy's just
Yeah.
going around checking stuff up, making sure all the locks are done. And I feel really bad for this next part, but Connor goes to jump up again, but I pull him down by his shirt, and I go like this, like full-on leg kick him in the hand, just to like stop him doing it. I took a chunk out of his thumb.
Oh my god, man.
Like, I'm talking like this much here, like, started gushing blood. But he didn't jump up and dance again. So
I mean,
I
yeah,
count that as a win.
fair enough.
He didn't jump up and dance again?
Nope.
Gotta do what
W.
you gotta do.
Yep.
Good.
Bro learned his lesson. I'm telling you, sometimes you gotta hit kids to get your point across.
Beat
No,
your
for real,
children.
man.
That's
Yeah.
kids aren't beating
Dude, that
nowadays.
fucking idiot.
You've seen those? I mean, they're
Dude, that's the
everywhere.
moral of the story here, guys.
Yeah.
Beat your kids.
Beat your kids. But I mean, I just wish kids or parents were at least a little better with their kids nowadays. I imagine you guys have seen all those videos, maybe in your recommended or something, or just a kid just screaming at McDonald's like, "No, I didn't want ketchup on my burger," and they're just fucking jumping up on the table, screeching
And the
their
kid,
little heads off, and the parents are just like,
yeah.
"Don't do that, please." Like,
Can you not
Fuck,
do that
man.
to me?
problem.
It's like Eric Cartman's mom.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
Dude,
sorry, Snookums. Would you like some cheese puffs? Like, come on.
exactly.
Bitch, give your kid an iPad. Shut him up. Don't even feed him. Just let him, like, rail
let him
off.
starve, yeah, for real.
Bro, fat kids are sending me up the wall, dude. When I was, like, when we were all growing up, there was, like, maybe one fat kid in the whole class, right?
Yes.
And even then, he wasn't fat.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing kids, like, full-blown puffed up, doing, like, a little waddle like this.
Dude,
They're
I
just talking about
know,
Kung
man.
Pao chicken. Like, it's crazy. I don't know how people get like this.
Dude, Colin,
Like,
tell him, like, when you're doing your co-op at the school, man, the one kid that was, like, oh, there's this one specific kid, and, like, he'd always bring, like, the most unhealthiest fucking meals.
Yeah, I just felt bad. I had this. I was an assistant teacher for a while, and I felt bad. At just some of the kids were just eating horribly. It was a shame. Thankfully, actually, a guy came in to talk about healthy eating, probably because they saw what the kids were, or it was probably part of the curriculum, but it was just a shame what the kids were eating now. Just not a single, like no more, not even a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Everything's in a like a bag or in a
Yep.
container.
yep.
Nothing.
Or, like, yeah, cellophane wrap and all that.
Yes, exactly.
Like, fucking Colin, like, the other day, like, me and Colin were hanging out, and he fucking told me, like, he saw a car, and it's, like, all, like, you know, almost morbidly obese people. Everyone was touching each other, like, their bellies were touching and everything. It's like, damn,
That
man.
car-
It's for real, though.
That car cab was filled to the brim with flesh. With it just, if you opened up the door, I'm certain there would have been like a foot just come launching out. I wouldn't be surprised. I was blown away. I felt so bad for the kid in the back because the kid was taking up 3/4 of all the seat, just sitting in the back, and there was one kid. And the parents in the front,
Is this
all the
yelling
parents.
out?
The parents are weighing the front
Bro.
of the car down, and like I said, you open up the door, thump, I wouldn't be surprised.
There's this one woman, obviously, like, lives in her truck, right?
Mhm.
She a bit of a heifer, okay? I was driving through, like, the mall parking lot,
Yeah.
and I see this truck with, like, a whole bunch of plastic bags and papers and stuff stuffed up against the windows. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I think I
And
honestly
slowly
see that
drive
truck,
past.
like, here and there, man, at the mall.
You know what I'm talking about?
Dude, I do know what you're talking about.
My girlfriend pulls out her phone and takes a picture of it, right? As we're driving, she's, like, recording it and, like, zooming in. The woman turns like this. Like, so fucking pissed at us. And it was so funny. Yeah. You know, I think that's just mental illness, but, like, us as a society,
mean-
we gotta stop treating mental illness like it's a problem. We gotta embrace it, you know?
Oh, for real.
I want more crackheads. And
Yeah,
I think if
I
were-
guess that's a mental illness. I mean, technically.
if I were
see
to,
that anyway.
if I were to run for, like, any sort of office position, whether that be I take over the United States, which I personally think I can, I would definitely, like, our biggest sector in the military would be getting dudes hooked on crank. Just
I mean,
out
dude,
of their mind.
crackhead strength is something else, man.
It is
Real.
unreal. I've seen a crackhead lift up a sewer drain. That's like 100 pounds, and Buddy just does it with his fingers. He just pops right in there, you know. And, like, then there's, like, this weird, like, smoke and steam stuff coming out. I don't know what was going on down
Dude,
there.
we saw a fucking video of this, like, crackhead. I was a fridge. Motherfucker's on a bicycle and, like, one-handing a fridge, dude. I'm like, bro, what?
And then there's one video. It's a fairly infamous one. I think I can't remember where it was because these two guys driving in a car, and they saw this guy. So one guy starts recording. He's like, "Look, I saw a dude running down there. I thought he was naked." And he's like, "What?" So he's gonna go driving down, and he's like, "Dude, he's over there. Turn around, turn around." And they turn around, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you see like this demon. It looks like a like his eyes were red because he was recording, and he looked like a demon just sprinting right next to the car. and the car was going like 40 miles an hour, and the guy is just right next to them.
The IRL flash, man.
Like,
Fuck.
death gives you temporary superpowers.
I'm telling you guys, if in the next, let's say, 2 Olympics, they don't start allowing people who are on some sort of performance enhancing drugs, I don't see the Olympics continuing. Like,
No, honestly, man.
like
I
seriously,
would like
who
that.
watches it? I don't know a single person that watches it. But if they had some Olympic gymnast and she's like doing lines of coke before she's jumping up on those things, I could totally see it. I would pay
Dude,
money
yeah.
to go see it. Do you know how
I
crazy that
would
would be?
too, man.
That would be some
Make like
top tier stuff,
a
you know?
new sport strictly for crackheads.
Oh,
Dude,
100%.
I would pay.
It's
I
like,
don't know. My whole account would go towards that, man, to see that
dude,
shit, man.
like a bodybuilding competition for crackheads, and like it's based on like how many scars they got, you know, trail marks, how many teeth,
How many teeth?
you know, like crack teeth are better than more or like less teeth, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it'd be
don't.
great.
Man.
That's
You know, there's
that's been a debate, kind of. It's not a huge one because I doubt they're going to change this because there's money to be made out of it. But there's a bit of a debate.
I don't know what money they're making though. No one
What do
watches
you-
the Olympics.
No. You'll hear
Oh,
it.
okay.
So,
Okay.
there's a bit of a debate going on whether like I can't remember the name, the company that actually does the drug testing and like bans PEDs and all that stuff from the Olympics actually continuing doing what they're doing, because the thing is they can't, like, it wouldn't be an issue if they just managed to find everybody and kick them out. But the problem is they can't. They have a really bad way of doing it, and plus people are coming up with newer and newer ways. Like, there's temporary steroids where you just take it. It lasts like 20 minutes. You go out, do your thing.
Yeah.
It's gone by the time you're, have to pee in a cup or something. And
Yeah.
there's actually a debate whether, like, just let them. Let's just see how crazy these guys can get. Just let them do anything they want to do. If they want to, take 30 trenbolone sandwiches beforehand, let them do it, because let's just see how far they can go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck, man. They should, man. That'd make the Olympics so much more enjoyable.
it would be nice.
man, you had to go full Joe Rogan on him there. I like that.
Oh,
That was some good shit right there, man.
Yeah, of course.
Fucking Joe
I
Rogan,
can feel
man.
my hair falling out.
Fuck.
Bro. do you guys want to see a video of a man getting eaten by a Komodo dragon?
Dude,
I'm
that
planning
shit
to
will
actually have that.
rip your
Oh,
nuts off.
Y'all my host, man.
RJ can't discern
Dude, for
sarcasm.
real, man.
Y'all ever seen a naked monkey? Shit.
Oh. What'd you do?
I don't know what that noise was. I have no idea. This just spawned out of midair. An OG PS3. Like, it literally just fell.
Shit just
Okay.
I don't even know where it was from.
No. I've always wondered this. Put the PlayStation 3 logo where it says PlayStation 3 up to the camera. I need to see this. Does that not look like the Spider-Man font for the old Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie?
Dude, it does. I've always thought that.
No, yeah. Like, it's like, I'd say it's the exact same font.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Sony for real copying Spider-Man. Fuck.
Nah, for real, man.
Sony, wait a minute, Sony
They
owned...
should have just
Sony
used
owned it.
Comic Sans.
Yeah,
Comic Sans for real, man.
I was watching TikTok last night, and this dude had like I don't know, like it's like a chamber thing that melts metals. But the power button was written in Comic Sans. I don't like, that doesn't make any sense to me. You would think if you're selling a $300 product that it wouldn't have Comic Sans on it, especially when it's lighting up stuff to 600 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
don't
when
know,
you think
that's what
Comic
gets me, man.
Sans, think of just a joke. So I mean, man, dude should have thought about that a bit more.
Dude,
Because the reason Comic Sans is hated to begin with is I can't remember the exact time period. I think it was between like the early 2000s, so like 2010 or something. for some reason, companies decided to use Comic Sans on everything. And it got to the point where they were even using them on gravestones, and people just thought this is a bit ridiculous. It's like a goofy, cartoony thing on someone's like obituary. That
Yeah,
doesn't look.
dude. Imagine,
It's just a
fucking-
Holocaust memorial and Comic
Oh.
Sans.
That would
all
be,
the like, Jews heads, all their graves and Comic Sans. Fuck.
that wouldn't be too good.
No.
Yeah, I see why they
no.
changed it. Although it is kind of funny to have every now and then. Anyway,
It is.
Yeah, it's great, man. It's great.
It is.
I don't know, because I never got that. Probably because I wasn't born during that. Or I was born,
No.
but I wasn't aware of it at the time. But
I mean, for real, I'm still on the fetus, so I don't know what
still
you're
in
on.
the
So
fetus? Or do you know what a fetus is?
Yo,
Yeah.
man.
No, you
Yo,
don't. You don't know what
I'm
a
gonna have to
fetus
call Chris Hansen on your ass. That's a little
Yeah.
weird.
is. Yeah.
Um,
You're thinking of
Just the
womb.
flesh.
you a menace. You a menace to society for that one.
Actually, you're thinking
That's
of womb.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Fetus is a unborn baby. He's still in the fetus, I guess.
Bro pulls up to Planned Parenthood. Yo, how much for a fetus?
I think we found our clip. There it is.
What was that?
I think we found our clip.
Oh.
RJ, you got this one?
Well, yeah.
Perfect. Oh yeah, speaking of, how is it editing your first clip? What'd you think of that?
It's alright. I mean, it was pretty straightforward once you taught me. Like, give me yeah. For I don't know what I'm saying, man. Yeah. When you like taught me again, it kind of clicked back and like, oh yeah, that's how you do that. That's how you do this. So it's pretty easy. Pretty easy.
It's just tedious.
Like I was saying to Colin, I'm quite hyped to edit our next project, which I was telling you about, Quinn. I'm not going to say too much, but you know.
We can't say too much.
Me and Colin are quite excited about this one.
However, I will give a hint.
Okay.
Points at the wall. I thought he was going to point at the wall. Like, that's not much of a hint.
These. That's all.
Yeah, they involve our GoPros.
That's all.
Okay.
Yep.
We doing like POV OnlyFans stuff or something?
Yes,
or like,
exactly.
Pitched the idea, but you know, I actually I think it was Colin that said I should do POV. Lonely man masturbates, and then like.
You lock yourself in your own closet.
Exactly, yeah. Put the GoPro on the head, and then like when he's but we're gonna add story to it. When he's all done, he's gonna like go to the bathroom and start crying in the mirror. But like, man, I did it
Clean
again.
stuff up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in the fucking dumpster, dude.
Exactly. Lonely, sad man masturbation POV. I think that'd be pretty
Bro,
good.
we gotta make it. We gotta make the story like to compete with hentai stories, because dude, the stories in hentai go
They
insane.
go nutty.
Alright, here's how it starts, okay? You're on the city bus, you're coming home from school. Okay? You know, you're
Already
sitting there
sounds like
in your and there's this
He's got it.
bro, disconnect?
No,
just
I pressed the space bar. No, we're good. We're chilling.
Okay. There's a chick on the bus, right? And she looks at you, she waves, and you're like, oh my god, this is it. This is the woman I want. You go over to her, you ask her, you're like, excuse me, ma'am, I was wondering if I could court you and take you to a dinner. She pepper sprays you.
Mm-hmm.
So then,
sounds like me.
Yep, you get home, you walk in the door, your face is all burning and stuff. You sit down, open up your laptop, and you just search up "bang bus" just to
Just to get her.
Just to get it out of your system.
You know, I'm in the fucking ghetto when I look up bang. Bang bus,
and then before you can even do anything, you just break down sobbing, and then for the next 5 minutes, you're sobbing and sobbing and sobbing, and then that's it. And I think that would work. I think there'd be a lot of men that would relate to that.
We can make a story out of that. It'd be like a Darman video. It's like guy goes to ask girl out, instantly regrets it. sad ending, but there's no resolve. That's the twist. We don't have any resolve.
He gets off the bus and hops in a Ferrari, and then she turns around.
Yeah.
Oh, end of
What?
it.
There you go. Perfect.
Oh my god! I didn't realize you had money.
Plot twist, I own a Ferrari.
Yeah, that would work. Did you guys hear what?
or-
Oh, go first. I'd like to hear this.
Nope, you go first, man. You go
All right,
first.
all right, I'll take it. I was gonna say, did you guys hear what how Darman was treating the actors in all of his videos?
No.
No.
He was paying them nothing, like horribly. A lot of the
It doesn't
actors,
surprise me.
a lot of the actors are coming out saying that like they couldn't even afford rent. A lot of them saying that Darman is like a horrible guy to work with, and all this stuff. And it's sort of
Makes
like
sense.
almost a shame because you'd think he'd just be like this goober who just wants to like
It's like next Mr. Beast or something.
yeah, but not quite.
No.
He was not good. Now they're all protesting outside of I think his office or something. So curious to see how that goes.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. You're telling me this guy has an office? I dead ass for the longest time just thought he had like a Corolla filled with filming equipment and just shot random people doing stuff. Like he called a cop on a black kid saying he stabbed him or something and then just recorded it.
No, dude, believe it or not, they're actors and like I don't know, it's crazy. I thought they were real.
Damn.
It's insane.
That's what I'm saying because it was so convincing.
Yeah,
and like there's
it
so
was,
many
man.
times where I was tearing up, man. Like I'm getting
Every
emotional
video
thinking
you
about
tear
it.
up. Every video, man.
I know.
Man,
It's
that
just like
sucks, man.
Must have
I hope
cried
Darman's
this
doing
one, man.
okay. I hope Darman's gonna survive this, man.
I mean, he probably will, but I don't think he's gonna be doing these anymore. No more. Well, I mean,
I'm gonna miss him.
he could make his own.
R.I.P.
Like,
Darman.
dude, what if he made his own to like,
Hashtag free Darman.
No. I mean, like CEO of company mistreats actor and instantly regrets it. Like, maybe he could come back from that. I'd
Dude.
forgive him if he did that.
But in the video, he plays the guy that convinces the CEO to pay them more money.
Yeah,
He doesn't actually play the CEO. That's some big brain shit right
exactly.
there.
He's like, I wanted to spend, walk a mile in your guys' shoes, and I hate it. Yeah, I'm not paying you guys anything. That'd be good.
That would be like his To Pimp a Butterfly of all his videos, you know?
Exactly.
That's a good Kendrick reference.
My
Man.
wheelchair. Pimp my wheelchair. That's
Man,
Dude, R.I.P. Filthy Frank, man. Have you guys seen any of the Joji videos though, of like him performing and like you see a little bit of like Filthy
Yes.
Frank coming back?
Yes. He's
I
in
think
there.
girl
He's
misses
buried in
it,
there.
but like,
Oh
yeah.
no, he's waiting to come out. The pink guys right behind the scenes, just doing some nasty shit.
There's gonna be something crazy eventually. That'd be kind of nice if you just came back.
But
wasn't-
imagine he's well,
What?
dude, yeah. Fuck. I wanted to cop Filthy Frank's book though about like all his like version of the Bible. I forget what.
Isn't it just
The
called
Francis of the
and
Filth,
Filth?
man. That's what it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That'd be
And
nice.
like,
dope.
dude, I can't believe bro made a book, and it's actually a sick book. Better than the Bible.
He started reading a few pages, right?
you know what? Probably, man.
Yeah, 'cause like when you go to buy it, you can like read the first like couple pages for free. I'm like, damn, dude, this already has me hooked. Because Filthy Frank Lord goes wild.
I would imagine.
Dude, that
Seems
was
pretty
this
good.
book, man. I got like, I'm telling you, boys, if you guys ever want a book that you'll just laugh your ass off to, I'd like to Play Alone by Tom Segura. It's so good.
Okay.
Joey Diaz is coming out with a book soon too. I'm hyped about that.
Really?
Tales of Thievery or something like that.
Damn.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it. It's gonna be good.
That's it.
I love Joey Diaz. Joey. How do you even say his last name now? I lost it.
Diaz
Joey
or Rogan.
Diaz. There we
Diaz,
go.
yeah.
Right. Okay, I love
Yeah, man.
his
Dude, I had
stories.
him as my alarm clock all through high school.
Well,
Oh god, don't even get me started, bro. Like I've memorized half of them.
they're great.
Fuck.
What's
All
the
I got a proposal to you guys.
like which
Oh yeah, you know the wake up, cocksuckers. It's all over. You're an American. Give your balls a tug and get going. Like that, man.
There you go.
I woke up so many times to that. I'd literally get up.
That's your alarm.
Oh yeah, no, I'm telling you, man, it was a great experience. But I got an idea for your podcast. Maybe the next episode or something. But you guys start doing like this reoccurring skit where you guys do prank phone calls. Have you guys ever done this before?
I don't.
No.
No.
Yeah. No.
I mean, like, so.
No. I can't say we genuinely have done prank phone calls before.
All right. Some of my favorite things to do, and this would have to completely depend on your guys' schedule, like when you obviously film, but call like PetSmart or something like that. This is my favorite one I've done before. I called them, and I was really obsessed with birds during this time, and I called this woman, and I'm like, hey, I'm freaking out, and I really need your help. I left my brother to take care of my pet cockatiel, which is like a nice fruity little bird, you know, and I went in for like 5-10 minutes explaining what happened. I was like, I was away on vacation. I asked my little brother to watch this cockatiel for a little while. I came back. He said it wasn't drinking, it wasn't eating, and so he decided to give it like a fry. And apparently, when these birds eat fries, like they get all bloated and shit, and it started pecking itself. It's got no feathers left, and I'm just describing like the worst thing to ever happen to a bird. She's like, oh my god, that's horrible. I'm like, oh, I hear it right now. Give me 5 seconds. I put her on hold, just sat there cackling with my friends for a minute, and I pick it up. I'm like, I think my bird is dead. It's not breathing. It's not moving. And I'm getting this woman hooked in. And she's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't help. Like, do you know what's happened? Are you going to take it to a vet, whatever? And I go, no, there's actually this jerk chicken recipe I've been thinking about trying. And then she just hung up and got really pissed off with me. Another one that's really fun to do is calling like pizza places, right?
Yeah.
And doing voices. So I pick up, I'm like, hello, and she's like, hi, how can I help you? I'm like, my grandmother gave me this book full of recipe called Kama Sutra. Now if you don't know what Kama Sutra is, like Google it. I'm not going to explain it. So I start explaining different sex positions from this book, and I'm like, I don't know how to cook wonton to fuck. That was really fun. I was like, what?
Did you actually stay on the line for that one?
Oh, this woman just thought I was really confused because I kept asking her like all these questions and stuff. She's like, "Sir, this is a Pizza Hut." I'm like, "No, you this order something from you." Just full blown racist accent stuff like that, and I was just making no sense to her. Like fucking with people is one of my favorite things to do, and I'm telling you guys, you hop on to it, do some like prank phone calls or something as a bit. It would be pretty good.
That's true, man. That's true.
OG YouTube stuff that used to be everywhere.
Yeah, man.
We do need a good reoccurring bit, I think. I think that will definitely help.
That or do some like Howard Stern type stuff, or like you shave a midget or something.
Shave a midget.
I mean, close to a midget is TJ. He's like 5'3", but like that's not.
Damn. I'm gonna show him that. He'll like it.
What a reaction! No.
My bad.
No, that's alright. We
peace and
we do worse to him, so don't worry.
Oh yeah, no, we. But I like that idea. Although I will say I can't remember what the rules are. There's some weird rules with prank calling on YouTube and all that, but I'm sure we'll figure something out. I'm sure we'll get out of the way.
Yeah. With that idea, I mean, for me at least, dude, I'm horrible with coming up with shit on the spot. Like, for me, I always have to, like, literally think about something for an hour and be like, okay, is that, like, good enough? I overthink, like, man, that's dog shit.
What I do a lot with, like, stand-up especially is I don't write out full-blown jokes, right? Because it's a lot more funny and coherent when it's just coming out of you as you talk. So I'll write down little points.
Okay.
So one of my favorite like beginner jokes to do is I wanted to take an IQ test when I was really high one time, So I just wrote down little things like the questions were making me anxious. Turns out I'm mentally retarded. And then weed being the devil. So just through those little like pinpoints, you know how to carry yourself through the conversation. And all it is, like especially with prank phone calls, is just treating it as a conversation. So you can make up whatever type of character you want to be. You can be like a redneck hick. You can be some woman fresh off the boat from like Ireland or something like that. It doesn't really matter. But just as long as you keep those 3 or 4 points coherently through the conversation, you can kind of like get to your end goal of pissing somebody off. It's great.
That's
a good way to
yeah.
do it.
Okay, that's some pretty good advice. Yeah.
I've always noticed like, every time I go to need to talk to someone, whether it be as important as like a job interview or literally just meeting someone off the street, I notice if I think about it and try and plan everything I say, I always fuck it up. However, if I just
Yep.
say, okay, I need to get this across, this across, and this across, then just go in, it always works out better. So I think that's a great
Yeah,
idea. Just
exactly.
have bullet points and just do your thing. Don't like complete. This ain't a movie script. You don't need to do everything.
Yeah.
No, for real.
My favorite thing is though fake confidence. I almost like there was a point where I was like super self-conscious about things I'd say. I was quiet, whatever. But I realized if I were just to trick myself into pretending to be a person that's confident, that worked. I'd have like
Are
this
you
full blown
gaslighting
character.
yourself into thinking you have confidence? Like,
Yeah, exactly. I literally just gaslight myself. It's great. Like I was driving to work today, and I'm like, "Oh fuck this shit! I'm so fucking tired. I hate everything." I get into
that's how I
work.
feel every fucking day I go
Boom.
into work, man.
Yep. Boom. I'm my work self. I walk up, check on self checkout. I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" And she's like, "Get the fuck away from me. You weird me out." Okay, I got you. I'll talk to you later. Walk over, clock in, see my boss. Yo, what's up, bro? Dap him up. Don't actually. He walks away from me and says, "You're 5 minutes away from being fired." But it's chill. Like, I'm telling you, man, confidence puts you in weird places. Like, there's this one guy I work with. He works in the pharmacy. Um, he is, he's convinced the Russians are going to take over and that COVID wasn't real.
Okay.
So I gaslit him into thinking that Bill Gates was working on mosquitoes that give you HIV. And now every time he finds a new theory, he comes to me. He goes, Quinn, did you hear about this? And he'll just lay out a whole bunch of shit. Like he was telling me about how like U.S. Marines and stuff are now taking drugs to get better, and they're going over to Ukraine. I'm just like, that's crazy, man. But I keep gaslighting him into thinking I care, and it's a lot of fun because it makes my work days so much better.
Mm-hmm.
There's this one time before I went to Rolling Loud where he asked me if I could get him Molly or like you guys know what Molly is, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So this 50-year-old dude comes up to me, Quinn, you're going to that big music festival, right? With another girl that works in the store. I'm like, well, we're not going together, but yeah, I'm going to it. Oh, okay. I have a question. Do you think you could get me some E? Like, what do you mean E? He goes, like ecstasy. I'm like, Molly? Dude. I can't really get you Molly. I'm 17. I also don't have any drug dealers. He's like, oh, I just thought, since you're going to this festival, you'd be doing ecstasy. So yeah, he's a great man. Huge drug addict. Tons of fun to talk to.
Oh yeah, no.
Most drug addicts are fun to talk to.
They are.
That's
I
what
love
I'm saying,
talking
man.
to crazy people. They're great. It's always fun. I know. I think
Peter has some, like we were saying earlier, Peter has some gems, man.
yes.
Yeah.
If you just imagine your
What?
life as a game, and then all these random NPCs, just make them characters. They're just goofy little characters you interact with. There you go. That's the best way to go through life.
That's true.
Bro's got the ultimate Sigma mindset. Jesus.
I mean, dude.
Yeah, that's just a part of my
None of you are
mindset.
real.
Yeah, none of you are real. You're just a goofy little character in my game.
My schizophrenia is acting up.
I can make my
Yeah, man.
having schizophrenia is like the map editor. You get to anything comes to life or anything you want.
Bro, do you guys know about gang stalking?
Yes.
No.
Okay, it's one of my favorite things ever, and like, there's some guys on TikTok who are genuinely mentally unwell, and
But
they're
that's like
convinced
everyone
that
on TikTok.
people.
It's incredible how many
That's
people.
sorry, phone drop. That is true, but there's like these guys who are convinced that people are following them around, and
Oh, that's what
you
that's
know,
called. Okay. I know
dude,
what you're talking about now, yeah.
there's this one guy, and he records a video through a hotel, and he's like peeking out a window. He's like, "That car hasn't moved for 6 days." You look in the comments, everybody's saying, "We're in your walls. We hear you. We see you. We're watching you." And it is the funniest shit ever. I love having
Dude,
people freak
TikTok
out, you know?
comments are some of the most horrendous shit
Yeah,
too,
TikTok
man.
comments are just the most brutal thing I've seen on the internet in a while. I don't know why, if it's just because the audience is young or just people just have even less of a filter on TikTok for some reason.
Rude.
Honestly, it's refreshing because I don't see toxic stuff like that enough. It's like
Like,
there's this one chick on TikTok. She's huge, and I saw a comment. She cost 8 elixir.
dude, my chances of hold on. I was actually gonna pull up some because the comments are fucking hilarious. Was it this fucking chick?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
So I was gonna mention some of the comments, dude. 'Cause, like, any bulking tips? How did you create this build? Necklace and cowbell. I'm like, bro, fuck, man. These comments are brutal.
Oh my god, man.
You are. Uber was 3 forklifts. I'm like, man, these guys do not fucking stop. Oh,
I know, it's crazy.
I love when people are ruthless.
dude, it makes my day just 10 times better seeing that shit, man.
100%. 100%, dude. Yeah, man.
Although I will
Trying
say
to think.
sometimes it gets a bit too crazy because you'll have
Yes.
someone with like there's a really bad like Down syndrome tunnel on TikTok where you'll just go through and then eventually you'll just see these videos from people who have Down syndrome and you'll keep getting them recommended over and over and over and over again. And the comments,
Dude, that's literally me, man.
the comments, you go on any one of these videos, every single comment just says Down syndrome. It's,
Dude, like,
come
dude,
on.
recently me and Colin went, like, last year I discovered this, like, girl on TikTok. Her name was Shannon. And, like, you know, she had some, like, really ruthless food, like, with maggots and shit, man. I'm like, dude, like, this is horrible. And then, you know, apparently she was feeding it to her, like, niece and shit. I'm like, oh my god, this is horrible.
Was it that redneck lady? I think I know what you're talking about.
It wasn't a
I
redneck
don't
lady.
think she's right. No, she's like actually something is like mentally ill with like I don't even
Yeah.
here. Hold.
There's something going. Well, did we
Because
discover?
I think I know what you're. Oh yes.
Well,
Yeah, I
didn't
know
we
what you're talking
discover
about.
RJ that like those clips of her
See,
food isn't actually her?
I was going to get to that. Like,
Right.
so we're like, oh my, god, this is horrible. And then Colin was like, wait, I think I kind of like recognize this. So then we found that she was stealing that food content with all the Megan shit from another fucking TikToker. And like, dude,
Things go so deep.
exactly, man. Then we were trying to find the origin story of this other person with this like nasty food, and of course it's Russian, so we don't even understand half the shit they're saying.
Yeah, I don't know what's
It's like,
going on. My theory I
That's
discovered
kind of smart.
from doing some research, RJ, was this is a like abandoned hotel and or something like that, apartment building, because you know how the microwave they use this famous microwave in a video. It's like blackened with mold, and on the
dude,
front it says it has COVID scratched in it. You remember that, RJ?
yes.
So my theory was it's in Russia, and this looks like an abandoned place, and it says COVID on that microwave. So I looked up how did COVID affect homelessness in Russia, and apparently the dates at which that video starts, the homelessness ramped up. So my theory is that this was just some random place that a bunch of homeless people went to for a while, and someone just scratched COVID in because maybe that's why they were there, and they found it and started using it to film in. That's my theory.
Damn. That's a pretty good fucking theory, man.
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We'll
That's
see.
very well possible. I mean, anyways, the food was actually disgusting. Like, the food, I
Yeah.
swear to God, was actually fucking moving, man. I'm like, oh my God.
Do you guys seen that Scottish guy on TikTok? And he wears the wife beater with like holes all through his shirt,
I feel like
and he
I've seen him
cooks like with the
somewhere.
black eggs and all that.
Black eggs.
No,
He
I
was
can't.
on. Oh, dude,
Bro, black
I'll
eggs.
find him
The
and I'll
fuck
send
is
him
he
to you
getting these
later.
eggs from?
Bro puts them under like a heat lamp so like the egg grows a little bit, and then he eats it. It is some wild shit.
It's
And
Wow.
like he'll.
Is there like
Okay,
a
the
live
worst
egg with
part
like a
about it.
chicken and still in it?
Yeah. The worst part about all of this though is like he'll get condiments like mayo or like Worcestershire sauce or some shit like that, and the only way he puts it on his stuff is he'll put it in a condom and then mix it with like mayo or whatever, spin it around, and then he'll put it on like his steak or burger or pork chop, whatever he's made.
Ain't no
He's a dis.
way that's real.
Dude, ain't no, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The fuck, that's,
Oh.
man. I mean,
But that's the thing. There's a point in my life I discovered there's so many people on this planet. What are we at, like 8 billion now? That like
something like that.
someone
Dude.
think of anything, someone's probably done it. So the fact that someone mixes their condiments in a condom doesn't surprise me.
True,
Like
true. I mean, the part that surprises me is, puts like basically a baby chicken in the fucking condom with the condiments.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Bro
That's
is a menace
fucked,
to
man.
society.
Bro is-
There was this like series when he got COVID where he was in a hotel room, so he'd make his food in the hotel room, and he got a Pringles can, a hair dryer, or no, a hair curler, and a plastic bag, and he put like these chunks of like parsnips and onions in with raw chicken, and then he cooked it in this Pringles can. Now,
yummy.
I gotta say, that's a
Yeah,
high
man,
class
that sounds like some Gordon Ramsay fucking shit,
You'd be
dude.
proud.
dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. So some impressive ingenuity.
That is too,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Fuck.
Hospital food sucks though. So I mean, I can't blame him for trying to get creative at all. At least.
Oh no, we're
I mean-
talking hotel, man.
Oh, hotel.
Yeah, he's in the hotel.
Ordered
not
whatever he
hospital.
wanted.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Hotel. Now that's even better.
Bro.
There you go.
I guess it's a motel. I mean, hotel or motel? Like long building or like?
Oh yeah. No.
Okay,
It
so
was a
hotel.
full-on hotel. It was nice.
Okay.
It was nice.
So why
But
is bro gonna
yeah.
cook in that? Is there no cook? Is there no like stove and shit?
Okay, name one hotel you've been in that has a stove.
I've never been in a hotel, so
Okay,
Exactly.
that might explain it. Yeah. Well, to be fair,
Bro, it's
I've been in motels that have like a single stove top or something. But most of the time, it's just like a microwave. So I mean, you had to get creative.
hey, I guess.
Man,
Well,
last time I was in a motel, I had one of my kidneys stolen.
I know.
Shit,
Hotels-
man.
When I went to go over, I went to BC actually as a road trip, and we had to stay in a bunch of motels. And dude, the quality is either like just okay, like it's a place to sleep, to like cockroaches underneath the floorboards and in the drawers, and it's
Dude.
In your walls, in your ears, you name it.
the
Okay,
quality
my
differs so
worst-
much.
My worst hotel experience was at Rolling Loud. We got 2 rooms at like this like Best Western or something like that, like one of those like average ones.
Mhm.
And I go in, me and my friend Luca and Josh, we get up to like one of the rooms, and we got 8 people, 4 people in each room. We get in the hotel, and it just reeks of like cigarettes or whatever. We're walking down the hallway. There's these 2 doors open, like facing each other like this, and one dude's got a big JBL speaker blasting Playboy Cardi. So we're walking through like, oh shit, this is like what we're about to get into. We get in the room, and I'm doing a search through, like I'm checking for bugs and stuff, and I look under the main bed. There are 2 used condoms under this bed.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, sounds
Yep.
like an average experience.
Yep. We didn't really know how to react. We went to front desk, and the guy was just like, "Oh, sometimes that happens. We'll fix it for you." Got back that night. They were there neatly arranged on the pillow for us.
Hey,
I guess they're
Dirty. Fuck,
there you go.
man.
No, I think my was sort of not. My search was not for grossness. My search, because the entire way down, I was just listening to horror stories, and dude, the amount of horror stories where like I was sleeping in this hotel and I wake up and there's a man standing in front of me because he was sleeping in the closet and I didn't even know. I'm like, hell no. So I check under the beds, in the closet, in the bathroom, in the shower, everywhere. I gotta check everywhere. There's not just a guy just sitting there wanting to take my wallet when I'm sleeping. Hell no. And it was so common. There was like because every video I'd watch would be like 3 stories, and one of them is something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Real question. When is the last time you guys had like a religious group come to your front door?
I don't think ever. I've never had that actually.
Really?
Or I did
No.
once, but I wasn't like there to see it. I just heard it happened.
No, because like it's happened to me a couple
Don't think
times,
so.
and it's got me thinking. Why don't the KKK do door-to-door salesman pitches like that? They're just as annoying, and they provide similar service. They just pull up. Excuse me. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior? And all they have to do is see if you got blue eyes, black hair, white, whatever. You know.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah.
You might be honest on there, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. And
I mean,
know.
hey,
I know.
I mean,
if the
we don't-
KKK is listening, we got a man here that might want to manage you guys better.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, we don't know what goes on in
that's
those
gonna-
deep South states. You never know.
Dude, that's true. Honestly, it's so fucked up. I heard this story the other day where like I don't know what podcast I was listening to, but these guys are talking about how the KKK put up posters around their town saying there's going to be like a rally or something like that near the water at this certain time. So nobody showed up except for a group of guys who are ready to fight the KKK. They had like AKs and stuff sitting in trucks, and like, there's pictures and stuff of it. And like, I don't know why I'm American, but like I was just like, fuck yeah, that's some real patriotism right there.
That is, man.
There you go.
Like, dude,
That touched my heart
That's,
just hearing that, man.
I know, man. You know, you gotta love when people stand
One
up for.
thing that shocked me, like I watched this a while ago when it came out, but Gideon's video when he went to like the most racist,
Oh, dude.
most racist state, and like, dude, it wasn't
Yeah.
like it was bad. Like it kind of was bad. Like it wasn't really that bad as that I was expecting. Like,
Yeah, no, there's definitely like, I'd say there's definitely more racist people, but I think that was the safest area for
Yeah.
Gideon to go to because like I've seen like you've seen the part where I haven't seen the full video, but I've seen like the clips and stuff. But like where he's talking to that black dude and he's like, "So do you not like me? Nope, I don't like you." He's like, "But we've been talking and stuff or whatever," and he's just going off on him. He's like, "You know, you're
Yeah.
nothing better than dirt." It's like, damn. It's
Yeah.
crazy that people still think in like
No,
this backwards
seriously.
way.
It's weird. I mean, some people just don't
Yeah.
age with that sort of thing. But, you know,
Yeah, man.
it is what it is. Anyway,
You know.
so that's a lovely note to end on, racism. You know, gotta love it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
about
Somehow.
Black Power.
Black
Hey.
Power? Did you just
Black
say
Lives
Black
Matter.
Yeah,
Power?
you know, like you know the thing that they do. They go on their knee.
Hey,
you know?
don't say power while you're holding your fist like this.
Yeah,
It won't go well
be
for you.
careful, be careful.
Just say, Black Lives Matter. You know.
There you go.
Everybody buy Nike. Support. What's his name? Colin.
Kim Jong-un.
Hey man, respect the flag.
Exactly.
You know,
Live, laugh, love.
live, laugh, love, baby. You know. So yeah, thank you boys for having me on. It was tons of fun.
No,
Of course. No, that was a really good one. I like that. I can definitely
Good,
tell.
good.
The
I'd
only
be
thing you're missing, man, is a microphone right in front. You perfect comedian. You're gonna do great.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, you guys are killing her. If you guys need any help, you know where to find my management account. I could try to get you guys some more guests.
How about
anytime.
quickly shout that out? Shout out your stuff.
Yeah, shout it out.
Yeah. So it's prone _ record. So it's PR0N3 _ records, and that's my new label company I've been starting up. feel free to message me if you guys have any inquiries. You guys want to get on this podcast, get in contact with some not famous people at all. I'd be running that shit, and if you want me to promote you, I can. So yeah, there's my little pitch.
Repeat it one more time.
Which part? The name?
The name.
Yep. PR0.
PR0.
Yep. N3 _ records.
There you go. He'll get it eventually.
So feel free. I'll give you guys I'll post you guys on there and stuff. I'll be like, I'm their manager. I be doing sick shit. Yeah. Anyways, boys, thanks a lot for having me on.
It's good like seeing you and talking to you too again, Quinn.
Hell yeah, man! It's been forever.
No, it honestly has, man. So, yeah.
Alrighty, everyone. Thank you for listening, /watching, /everything. We're kind of back in business, but don't expect anything because things are gonna always be random with us because we're it's the brand
like always.
Expect.
Exactly, for real.
But thank you very much for listening, watching. Just go to our whatever, we have our link tree. You'll get everything there. And yeah.
And I don't recommend it, but we do have a Patreon, so if
it has nothing on it, but if you want to
if
you want to give us money for no good reason, sure.
You'll be able to see a picture of my feet on there.
Okay, there we go. Perfect. You want feet pics?
You'd be surprised, man, the amount of people that go crazy over feet. So
it's so wild.
So yeah, go get some feet pics, and we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.
Yeah.